So what are some high tunnel possibilities? Let's check it out. So this is our first season going to be having the high tunnel. It's a lot of space. It's really warm in here, but we're starting from scratch. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves, but we did take this, I think it's about 20 or 30 feet, and we kind of made this a wood chip area. This is going to actually be our back to Eden garden. Back down this way where you see the black paper, we probably, hopefully not till, but I want to bring in that soil. It's been, like I said, it's been too wet back here to get a vehicle back here to kind of transport the soil. So we're still waiting on that to dry. I don't know when it's going to dry. I really don't know. Whenever we get to it, we'll get to it. I want to talk to you about, today is January 29th, I believe, right? Or 30th, one of them, I don't know. I planted just to see some tomato seeds. I don't know how they're going to do, but check this out. It's no way, I need to go close that door. It's no way in the world in Louisiana in January that we will be able to, let me close this door, it's going to be a little loud, put tomato seeds in the ground, right? You got to think like I'm up in the panhandle like Miami or the tropics or something. But look at that. Focus that for you. And they're coming up. And we just had a 30-degree night last night. This is the bigger possibility that I see with the high tunnel. Got to keep remembering to focus this camera. But this is the biggest possibility. So what is that? The fact that you can plant seeds, densely plant your seeds. And now what you're looking at is you're looking at transplants. This is all broccoli. All broccoli. And now I can take that, I can put some of these in a pot, or I can go to, if I had this row, this whole row ready, I can just thin those out and transplant them. And this is what I like. I love this 2 feet apart deal. Actually came out and harvested some of these. These are called sprouting broccoli. It doesn't make a huge head on the top. Just say, so we cut this head off and it starts to throw out all the way down. It's going to throw out broccoli heads, which is a real cool variety. Same thing with the lettuce. We planted it densely. You can keep it like this, or you can take them, and I'll show you. And separate them real good and get you a real, and that's just one, get you a real head where you can really do something with it. The eggplants are still alive that we took out the raised bed. So that's another possibility. Actually saving, I don't want to walk down here, but I will. Another possibility is actually saving your summer and spring vegetables and plants still alive through the winter. This is a ghost pepper. You know it should be gone through the winter. Look at that. Cayenne. So, possibility number one is you're going to be able to start your seeds way earlier in the ground. Put your sides down, pin up the sides where no airflow or anything is going to stay pretty warm. It gets cold at night, but it's not going to get cold enough. That frost won't get to your plants where it can kill your plants. You see we got some pineapples. I hope they make it. They're still alive, still looking good. Still look like I'm seeing some growth on them. So we're going to see what that does. So that's going to probably be sometimes next fall. We might have a pineapple on that thing. I don't know. I don't know. It's my first year. These can be thinned out as well. So you can start your seeds earlier. You can actually start your transplants, just densely plant and then thin like you want to. That's number 2. And number 3, you can save your old plants from your raised beds, stuff that you just don't want to lose, and it's still producing. The thing about having a fall garden is your garden has just started producing, and you're just starting to reap some of the benefits, and then you turn on the news or you look on your phone and it says a freeze coming or a frost coming. And all you want to do is just, oh no, just a little while longer, let it produce. Or in our case, we had the roselle plant, and that's the most hurting thing. This thing had, you know, roselles, little calypsis everywhere, and we wanted to save those for seed, but the frost came too soon. So that plant is better, kind of like the okra plant. It's better if your pods dry on the plant than to take them off and try to save them and store them yourself. We tried, but we haven't gotten any germination with any of the roselle, so we probably end up having to order again. But this time we're going to plant some inside here, so that way when they get going and they get to that point where they're ready to give us seed, then the frost won't kill them, because it takes about 6 to 9 months to get seeds out of that thing. It took us a long time for that thing to really produce, but it put on, and we still have roselle left over. So that's just some of the possibilities. Don't get too upset with us, because this is just our first season with this thing. We don't have as much time, energy. I mean, I wouldn't say finances, because we have enough money to put soil in here. It's just that we can't get anything back here that's light enough to actually go over this without getting stuck. So once the weather warms up to us and kind of helps us out a little bit, we'll probably get this thing planted real fast. And everything's going to look like this, guys. See that 2 feet apart? That's beautiful. I don't know. I'm just a lover of space. Like, I like to have a lot of stuff, but I would rather, look at that. See how those bunches look? I would rather have that clean space look. That's just how I am. I don't know. So I don't believe in planting too close, because, you know, critters, snakes, spiders, and all that kind of stuff. If you got the space, go ahead on it and give your plants that at least 2 feet. If you got like some of the roselle, that's gonna be 6 feet. Your bush okras, those are gonna be like 6 feet. So you're gonna need that space. I'm trying to get this too. I don't know if it's gonna sprout or not. You might have to order some more cassava cuttings. But those as well, you know, you want those at least 4 or 5 feet, 6 feet apart if you're gonna grow those. If you're gonna use a pot, it should be this big pot like that's out here. I don't know what size this is. It's probably like 50 gallon. It's outside. It's not my camera that's blurry. It's actually outside the high tunnel. So that's it. Thank y'all for watching, Louisiana Gardening Family. I just wanted to talk about some of the possibilities. So we're going to do, right here is going to be like the back to Eden wood chip area. And then back here, we're not going to wood chip. We're going to just bring in a lot of soil in rows and put the black paper over the top of it. And we're going to have the soaker hoses going all the way down each row. So if we keep it like this, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 or 8 if we use that last row, 100-foot rows. That's going to be a lot of food. Thank y'all for watching Louisiana Gardening Family. And grow, grow, grow. Grow, 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 grow.